hold on. Let me try that. Yeah. Alright. It's in there. What's going on, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Tunji's podcast. I am your host, Tunji Taylor Lewis. Yes, I'm wearing the same t-shirt that I wore 2 days ago. It's been a crazy work week. I haven't had a lot of time to think about what I want to dress up in. This is a new t-shirt from H&M. Deal with it, y'all. Deal with it. So Instagram, I don't know how it is for you guys down in the States, but for me, Instagram has taken away likes and views. Like, let me rephrase that. They haven't taken them away, but they've made it so that, you know, I can't see what your likes and views are on your posts, and you can't see what my likes and views are on my posts. And I think that's really, really interesting. And like, my girlfriend DM'd me. She was just like, you know, can you see my likes and views? And I was like, oh snap, no, I can't. That's crazy. And like I think my initial reaction was kind of like I didn't like it. Like Instagram was saying that they wanted to take away the likes and views because they wanted the community to focus on creating rather than, you know, how well their post was doing. They just wanted them to focus on them posting. I think it's smart to do that because right now everybody's, you know, organic reach is down. Everybody's likes are down, everybody's reach is down, everybody's views are down, because, you know, companies are starting to advertise on Instagram more and more. And so really, unless you're on people's like algorithm and stuff like that, you know, they're not going to see your content. So it's much harder nowadays to get views and likes and shares than it was, like, you know, even 6 months ago, right? So, and you know, there are a lot of people who put a lot of their self-esteem into Instagram, and, you know, they might protest Instagram and all that stuff. So to take away the likes and views, I think is really smart, because it kind of takes the vanity out of it. It takes the insecurity out of it. And you know, even though my initial reaction was like, I don't like it because it's new, I think it's actually a really good thing, because, you know, I just finished watching like that Beyonce just posted a video on Instagram of a series of black women jamming to brown skinned girls. And you know, out of habit, you know, I just wanted to see how many views she got, and I couldn't see them. And you know, I think that's not such a bad thing that I couldn't see it, because naturally when you look at an influencer's view count, you compare yourself to them, you know, like kind of go, okay, like I'm only, you know, one day I'll be there, or damn, like, you know, I'm not there yet. And so like I don't really like, you know, get down on myself at all, but like just naturally I compare myself to what other people are doing and just see how I measure up. And it's kind of nice to not have to be like concerned about that anymore, and you just put your stuff out. You know, I do think that with Instagram, it was more of a business decision than it was like, you know, a morality decision. Oh snap, my water's boiling. Here, I'm just gonna keep talking while I put my tortellini in the pot. But yeah, I do think it was more of a business decision, because basically, because the views and likes are going down, you kind of run the risk of people not using Instagram as often, which they don't want, right? So you put those down, you still preserve the amount of people who are using your app, and then you still get all the advertising dollars from companies and from influencers and stuff like that. So yeah, that's sort of my thought on that. The other thing I've been thinking about a lot is how people are just really disrespecting LeBron James. And like, I'm not even a LeBron fan like that. Like, hold on, let me try that. Yeah. Alright, it's in there. I'm not even a LeBron James fan like that. Earlier, in the 2008, 2009 days, I was like, rooting against LeBron because everybody thought he was better than Kobe. So I had to check people on that. But now that he's on my team, I gotta defend him. Now that he's a Los Angeles Laker, I gotta defend him. And I'm not even defending him on some like irrational fan shit. It's just common sense. Like, how can 20 executives of the NBA anonymously say that Kawhi Leonard is the best player in the league and not one single vote went to LeBron James? Like, how is that possible, yo? How is that possible? LeBron got injured. He was out for 15, 17 games, something like that. And he wasn't in the playoffs. And just because those two things that haven't happened in his career in a long time happened, that automatically means that he went from the best player in the world to not even in the conversation. That's ludicrous. That's crazy. And I definitely sense that, like, throughout the playoffs, like with Max Kellerman talking about Kawhi Leonard was the best player in the league, or like other people on FS1 saying Giannis Antetokounmpo was the best player in the league. It's like, like NBA fans, unfortunately, man, when it comes to the playoffs, we are so unbelievably emotional about everything. Everything is such a bigger deal than it actually is. Like, when LeBron was dominating the playoffs last year, all of a sudden everybody would say he's the best player of all time, he's better than Michael Jordan. That wasn't true then. And now people are saying Kawhi is the best player in the league, or Giannis is the best player in the league. That's not true either. LeBron James, as far as we know, is still the best player in the league. He's gonna be even better now that he's got AD as his partner. People are forgetting about AD too for some reason. Like, he was out those games when he wanted to get traded to the Los Angeles Lakers. So he was out for those games, and he also wasn't in the playoffs. So it's like people are forgetting how dominant the players on my team are. But it's not like these players haven't proven themselves in the past. It's just recency bias. It's just like, what have you done for me lately? Like, we last saw Kawhi do his thing. We last saw Giannis do his thing. We last saw Paul George do his thing. And now because of that, all of a sudden, now LeBron James is just LeBron James is just a businessman. LeBron James just moved out to LA because he wanted to build his companies. Get out of here, man. LeBron James is a baller. And if he wasn't serious about winning, why the hell was he recruiting Anthony Davis? Why the hell was he recruiting Kawhi? Like, why the hell was he, trapping Boogie Cousins to make sure he signed on the dotted lines with all, like it doesn't even make sense, y'all. Yes, LeBron James is more than one thing, but two things can be true, contrary to popular belief. LeBron's one of the greatest, man, and it's just facts. Like, I was never a LeBron hater. Like, I was just a person who defended Kobe's honor, while people were trying to say that LeBron James was the best player in the league at that time, because at that time it was obviously Kobe. But now I gotta defend LeBron James' honor and say it's obviously LeBron. If he shows himself to not be the best player in the league next year, if Kawhi is beating him in stats and in wins and all that stuff, and same with Giannis, then cool, I'll give it up. But it's ridiculous, it's ludicrous, in fact, to say that LeBron James isn't even in the discussion. That's crazy. But yeah, no, I'm excited for that Space Jam movie. I watched the Space Jam is still a classic, man. Like, a lot of times we watch movies from our childhood, and and we watch it as an adult, and you're just like, damn, why the hell did I like this? But Space Jam still stands the test of time, man. You find new reasons to like it, and I'm excited for the new one. I'm excited to see what LeBron does with it. Even though everything is nostalgia right now, as I talked about in a former episode, I am excited to see what LeBron and the current NBA players do with Space Jam. So yeah, y'all. That's it for me today. Let me know what you guys think about the whole Instagram thing, hiding the likes and the views. Leave a comment, leave a review. Keep sending me those DMs of encouragement. You know what to do. Thank y'all so much. Have a great weekend. See your family, call them up, have fun with your friends, eat good food. Peace out.